everybody, and welcome back to another Monday Marketing Morning Minute. Say that 5 times fast. And today I have a very special guest with me, Sole Martinez. I hope I'm not butchering your last name. I know I'm getting your first name correct.
Yeah.
But I am very excited to share Soleil's story with you today. As you jump on, say hello so that we know you're on. I am so excited because I am going to share with you how a landscape architect went and was able to rank advance 4 times in her network marketing company just in the past few months. And one of those times was 2 rank advancements in 48 hours, which blows my mind because that is hustling. So I see you guys jumping on. Say hello, say hi in the chat so that we can shout you out and welcome you to this live stream today. If you're watching this on my profile and you're not inside my community, Online Marketing Made Fun, it's scrolling at the bottom. You can go to that website afterwards or just put group in the comments. I will get you inside that free community, highly engaged group of over 1,000 entrepreneurs to network with, to support you, and to access a bunch of my content and training that will help you take your side gig or your business idea and turn it into income in record time. So let me get right down to the heart of it. Say hello as you're jumping on. Say hello to Soleil. I'm so excited to welcome her here. She is a landscape architect that started her entrepreneurial journey at 22. So she is not new to this entrepreneurial journey. We met at a marketing event in October of 2018. So she has been a good friend of mine for the past 2 years. And it's really interesting because I wanted to share her story with you. It was back in 2008 when there was the big economic collapse that she recognized she wanted a second stream of income. But this is a story of perseverance, dedication, and commitment, because it was 10 years later that we met at that marketing event, and still there were some things that happened in between with your existing full-time job that really kind of held you back from creating this network marketing success that you dreamed of. And I want to share that with you guys today so you can see how consistency, dedication, and perseverance over time can lead to these massive success explosions. So, Soleil, welcome. I'm so happy to have you here with us today. If you are new to Soleil, put new in the comments. I would love to introduce you to each other. And I want you to just take me back a little bit to what got you interested in starting network marketing, really why that appealed to you when you got into it, and a little bit about your story in the business.
Okay. Hello, Lindsay. Thank you very much for welcoming me to your group. I love your group, and I love your coaching program. And okay, I did start. I didn't know what was network marketing at that time in 2008 in Spain. Network marketing was not known at all. And yes, the crisis, the economic crisis, I collapsed my landscape architecture studio. So I needed to have another stream of income. And someone introduced me to network marketing. I loved from the beginning the business model. I love it, but I didn't. The first company was not the one that fits to me. The product was the business model was too new. The product was too new, so I have to find people every month to buy the products. So I quit very, very easy. I was very early. I was not interested, even if the business model was good for me. So then I knew, and this was an old company that was new in Spain. And I knew a new company in Spain, and I went to it, and you don't know nothing at the beginning of in network marketing. So it's not a good advice to go into a new company. So I decided after a while, I was having the same promise that in my own company, but I was not owning the company. So I thought it was not a good idea. So anyway, I quit, and then I moved to Mexico for 5 years to continue to work on landscape architecture. So I didn't have time to find another company, even if the model was appealing to me and I was always having an eye on it. I didn't think on that. But when I came back in 2016 to Spain, I knew I needed to have a second stream of income
Yep.
and my bank account, and I liked the business model. So I wanted to a company that was offered to me in 2012, but I didn't have success. Really, I didn't have the company leading a lot with the leadership instead of the product, and I didn't have the success I wanted, and I did it. So I stopped again, and this is when I decided to learn how to do. I knew that in America, States, you were making a lot of money in network marketing. And I knew about attraction marketing at that time already because I was been using it with landscape architecture and I had a big results with it. So this is when I decided to go to the States, to Texas, where I met you. And we had this wonderful weekend where we learned a lot. We were new, me and you, to this kind of marketing. And even I was not looking for a company at that time, but I met a company that I like it. And I was not looking for a company because I was involved in a big project, landscape architecture project. So I didn't have the time to do it. But I knew I was always with an eye foot on it. This was in 2019 when I decided at the end in December, I decided that I needed to go back to the network marketing. So I asked the person who introduced to me my sponsor, the company, and I have been looking for after her for a while, for 1 year, seeing how she was growing and as well how the team was growing. But because it's not always, it's always good to know that the team is working, is growing as well as she does, no?
Yeah.
And this is how I start, and I'm very happy with it. Yeah.
So awesome. So a couple things, a couple golden nuggets in there that I want to point out to you guys. First of all, hi Matthew, how are you? And if you're just jumping on now, say hello to us in the chat. We'd love to shout you out, welcome you on today. I'm talking with Sole about her story. This started all the way back in 2008. And really interesting was that I'd love to hear a little bit more in a minute on the differences you saw between the Spanish market, because you were in Spain, you were in Mexico, and you watched what people were doing in the US. And it sounds like this concept of attraction marketing, which I talk about all the time and absolutely love, was pretty new there.
Yeah.
So I want to hear about that. But first, I want to hear from you guys in the chat. How many of you had to go through more than one company before you found your home? Just put me, or you can put the number of companies that you went through, because I think this is a very common phenomenon. It took me a couple times before I really found my home. Oftentimes, I think we just get introduced and we have that entrepreneurial spirit and we think, oh, I like this product, it would be great to sell it. And we don't actually do what Sole did, which was so important. And I want to point this out to you, is that when she decided to go all in this current company, she watched the leader, she watched the team, and she saw these qualities that she wanted in her business. And then she made a business decision. It wasn't just about the product. The products are great, but she also was looking for the entire package, for the leadership in the organization, for things that were going to be duplicatable. Hello, Dee Dee, how are you? Things that were going to be able to be duplicatable not only for her business, but for her team, that she would quickly start growing. So tell me a little bit about what it was like when you started to try to bring attraction marketing to the Spanish speaking market, and specifically in Spain. Was that simple? Was that easy?
Okay, this is an entrepreneurship, so nothing is easy in NC, as you know. This is not such a thing of an easy business. No way. There is no way. I don't find this easy at all. But it's something that it has to, the business model, you like the business model, no? One thing I found is not just the attraction marketing strategies that we are using, is the difference between Spain and USA on this business model as well. Is, I think, it's for when the business model started to work in Spain. This was back in 2008, 2010, with the economical crisis. A lot of the leaders of the high companies went to start to don't have work. So they go into the network marketing. So they were leaders. And at some point, I found that Spanish network marketing, they were building a lot of leaders and no one in the basement. And
Yeah.
as we know, we always say data because people knows, and we are working with that, is that most of the people that when they come into business in the network market, they just need to have 100 extra money, 100 pounds, 500, and not making this leadership thing. So in Spain, we are still working with the people to try to 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 teach them from the beginning leadership instead of start to sell the product and to make a bit of money and to show the people to make money, and then you start to lead as well. But you have to be able to move products before you get leader to it. So that this is what I found very interesting in this company, how we are leading with the product.
I love that. That is another golden nugget, you guys. So Sole is helping people get a small result first, not becoming overwhelmed with how you have to be everywhere or doing all the things or building out funnels and running Facebook ads. She's teaching people, she's looking for people that want to make a couple $100 a month to start. And she's giving them the fundamental duplicatable processes that they can do to start making that money. Now, once you do that, then those people start to bring in people who can do the small fundamental steps to make a certain amount of money. And that's when that leadership starts to emerge naturally instead of going in and wanting to look like the big guys, right? I think that's a really, really, really important point that you made. So many people see the people who are making, $10,000, $100,000 a month, and they're like, oh, that's what I want. But they forgot that those people had to start down here and learn all those small fundamentals in order to gain that leadership. So I love that. So tell me, was that the main thing that changed for you, is that you got really clear on who you wanted to serve? Or were there other things that changed that took you from, kind of dabbling and I would say maybe a little bit of struggling until this year where you've just had this massive success, multiple rank advancements, growing team, it's happening quickly, but you put in all the foundation. So what do you think was the kind of the biggest thing that created that success?
Okay, I was getting overwhelmed doing everything at some point, so I decided that I had to master something and to focus in one of the areas where I could have more people. And the lockdown helped me a lot on this clarity, like because people were not having money to invest a big amount in products to buy, but they wanted to try the product. So why don't you use that? You try the product, you are a customer first, you try the product, and if you like, you can start to share the product with other people. And then if you want to earn money, you share in another way. It's another way. So it's the process. And I decide this because at some point I decide, okay, bringing people to have to make the big business is not that easy now because of everyone was afraid. But Amazon is selling a lot of things. So if Amazon is selling, why I'm not selling? So this is why I decide to start with me, to do a big change on the way I was building the business at that time, at the beginning of March, to know how to do it, to show the people to do it the same way. So this is what made. I couldn't show the people to do it if I was not doing the same before.
Again, guys, you got to listen to what she's saying in that she got a result and then she could turn around and teach it to other people so that they could get a similar result, whether that's a product result, whether that's you just generated your first leads online result, whereas you got your first coaching client. Because I know inside this group we have people that are running all kinds of different businesses. Getting a personal result then allows you to teach others how to do it. You do not have to be a quote unquote expert. You only have to be a couple chapters ahead in the book, but you need to be able to help people get from where they are at to where you are. And so she got really good at what she was doing and she started getting results. And clearly it's really taken off for you because you've rank advanced 4 times, which is incredible in just, a short period of time. And you've got that momentum going. And if you guys are interested, Soleil's company is not just Spanish based. So if you're listening to this and you're like, oh my gosh, this sounds really cool, I'd like to know a little bit more about it, but I'm in the US, I want you guys to go follow her, watch what she's doing, because she is bridging this gap between you'll see on her Facebook profile, she's got things that are in Spanish, but she's translating them as well. And she's really using attraction marketing in a very powerful way to find these people who want to start using these products, maybe share them with their friends and family, and then some of them will go on to build the business. And that's what it's about, sifting and sorting. I've just loved watching your growth and your story. And if you guys, she's very active on Facebook. So I've got her name right here. You can type it in and find Soleil on Facebook. Any last final nuggets, wisdom, information you want to share with the group today to help them create a similar type of success in their network marketing business? If they're struggling, what would be the next thing that they should do?
I think we are told something is most of the people that are going to my team and most of the people is that we are told that this business can be done in the bus, in the train, and you have to find it's a business. If you don't treat us as business, you don't get results. It's impossible. So you have to find, even if maybe in 1 hour a day, you don't need anything more than that. But in 1 hour, you have to be very focused, do your daily activities that is going to allow you to grow. And then, of course, you'll be able to respond message at some point, but you have to be very focused for 1 hour and do all this, talk to people, do some marketing, do the follow-up, all these things. And of course, make big relationship with the people who are in your Facebook, if you are using Facebook. Because one of the problems is that before we were introducing our business to our family and friends and everything, this was all warm market. And now everyone is called warm market because we don't know them. So there is a screen and you have to build that rapport and to build that relationship before you can introduce anything. And this is consistency and being a human person, and talk to the people around and just be first human and then business, because this is how it was. It's a business of person to person. It's not something else. And we have to build relationship with the people who are following us. That's it.
So taking that cold market and turning it warm really quickly, or as one of the great marketing minds, Seth Godin, says, take the strangers and turn them into friends, and turn your friends into customers and business partners. And it sounds like you have developed a process to do that in just an hour a day.
It's at least 1 hour, and it depends how far you want to go. But if you have just 1 hour, you can do a lot. You'll not be as well if you put 5 hours, but it's better 1 hour, focus 1 hour, than don't be focused for 5 hours. Don't be even with your family, whatever, everything is in between. You don't get results, more things are in between. So you have to learn that. And it's possible. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, that, I gotta say, that right there, you guys, follow her if you want to learn how to do something in 1 hour a day. She's making some magic happen, and she's giving her team and her followers tips on how they can get that focused energy and get results. I mean, who doesn't have 1 hour a day? If you truly want to build a business and it's not a hobby, who can't come up with 1 hour? Maybe it's 30 minutes in the morning and 30 minutes at night. I mean, even if you're working a full-time job, we are spending probably 10 times more than that on these things, not being focused. And you could get a lot accomplished in that time, and you could create that extra cushion in your income. And that's what you've done. And you're helping other people, and you're quickly turning that into something a lot bigger. And I see you growing and your team growing. It's so exciting to watch. I'm so glad that I got to have you on here to share. I'm sure that your story will inspire. Let me know. Give me some love hearts, you guys. Let me know in the comments if it was inspirational for you to hear Sole talk about how she had been in this industry since 2008, but it just takes a slight change of mindset, focus, dedication, and commitment to really, really create that success that you're looking for. So I so appreciate you being on here with me today. Thank you so much for sharing your story. And you guys, if you're watching this, go follow Sole on Facebook. Go say hello, connect with her over there. She's a wealth of knowledge and inspiration. And I know you're going to love her just as much as I do. All right. Thank you so much. I so appreciate you being on today.
Thank you, Lindsay. See you tomorrow.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, guys. Bye. I'll see you
Bye-bye.
next week for another
Bye-bye.
Marketing Minute. Bye.
Bye-bye.